Right fellas, welcome back. As you may guess by the title of this video, I have bought a new Mini and it's literally sat right behind you where you are on that camera. First of all, apologies on the lack of uploads. I've just been really busy at work and just not had any chance to even get in the garage and do any work on the van, let alone kind of edit a YouTube video and stuff. So I'm going to try my best to get back on it. But like I say, last month was just absolutely crazy work-wise. So before I flip the camera around and show you my new car, I just want to kind of say a few things as to how it's come about, because it's certainly not something that's happened overnight. I have worked my arse off to be able to buy this car, and I'm still a little bit in shock that I've actually got one. It's just, yeah, I've had it a week and it's still not settled in. So I've been looking at Cooper S's for probably like 6 to 8 months, and I'd say I've been looking really hard for the last sort of three months. And unfortunately, all the cars that I've been to see previously had stuff missing, like you know, numbers didn't match up, or the engine wasn't the right engine, it was another engine out of another Mini because that one had blown up. There was just loads of little factors which I wasn't really happy with, because this car for me as well, although it's my dream car, it's also an investment as well, so I want to make sure that I buy the right one, so when I do come to sell it in years to come, or when my son eventually ends up with it, because I don't envisage myself selling this car at all. I want to make sure that it's a good car to buy, which it is. So a bit of a background on the car. So it's a 1965 Mk1 Cooper S, numbers matching, and also it's been restored back to very close to original factory specifications, apart from the wheels and the steering wheel, and there's a couple of other bits on there as well which ain't factory, which I will be sourcing original stuff. Whether I'll fit it to the car I don't know, I just want to make sure that I've got the original bits for it. So I'm going to spin the camera around and give you a little walk around the car and go from there. Right lads, there she is. 1965 Mk1 Cooper S, finished in Old English white, black roof, and it's got a red interior. Now I'll try and tell you as much information about the car as I possibly can, but there's probably going to be things that I'm going to forget to tell you. So if you have got any questions, just drop them in the comment section, I'll get back to you, or I'll make another video on it. So the car's actually spent most of its life in America. So obviously the car was built in 1965, and then the car got shipped to America late 1965. I think it was early 1966, I'm not quite sure. I'll have to look back on the paperwork of that. So the actual body of the car is in remarkable condition considering most of its original panels. So panel work, what it's had 2 outer wings and a front panel, and it's also had a near side sill, and apart from that, what I've been told is original. I've had a good look around it as well, and it all looks absolutely mint. So it must have been somewhere where it was really dry, and obviously it's looked after the body shell better than what it would do in a UK climates where it's always pissing down every 2 minutes. So that boot board as well, I've took that out because the cars actually come with a spare wheel, a rose petal spare wheel like those, and the boot board doesn't fit in there, because how the boot boards work on a Cooper S is they actually fit on these little brackets here, and then it slots into those on the back there. Now because that rose petal's too deep, the wheel, it won't slot in, so I'm going to get myself a standard wheel, get that retrimmed as well, because that is just absolutely appalling, and then I can get that all sorted out and I can get the boot usable again for when I start using the car. My favourite bit about the Mark 1 is that, like, that's just so cool. Like I say, all the usual bits around the back like a normal Mark 1 Mini, apart from obviously it's got the twin tanks as well because it's a Cooper S, and obviously the badges which gives it away. This reverse light isn't standard, however I quite like it, so I'm going to leave it. And if I took it off I'd have to start spraying the car, which I don't want to do because that one escalated way further than what I wanted it to. So yeah, I'm going to leave that as it is. Like I say, it's on rose petal wheels, 10-inch wheels. I don't know the thickness of them, I'm not quite sure. That trim as well, which is real nice, and it's actually been put on really good as well. So there's no like bends or kinks in it. Like I say, that's the underside of the car as well, so you can kind of get an idea the level of restoration it's had. It's literally white underneath, with satin black subframes, which is really nice. Opening rear windows, I've got these on my red Mayfair and I absolutely love them. It just gets the wind going through the car a little bit more. The number 65, the guy who did it actually had it looking like a bit like a cafe racer type vibe on it, which I think is really cool. However, I will be getting standard Cooper S wheels for it. Whether I put them on or not, I don't know, but I just think it'd be nice to have the original kit. Tell you what I'll do, I'll start with the engine first before I do the inside of the car. 1 minute, let's just manoeuvre. I'm going to try and do this in one take. So, engine wise, it's a 1275 Cooper S engine. Obviously got twin carbs on it. I don't know whether they're HS4s or H4 carbs. Paul Jeffries told me, but I've slept since then. Obviously that radiator, might need a bit of work that, but we'll see. Also the FE numbers there, as I mentioned before, it's still running a dynamo. The guy who's actually restored it as well, I quite like his thought process, because he's got a loom which has got connectors for an alternator and connectors for a dynamo, and up there in the top, I don't know if you can see those wires around there, he's also put me electric feed in for a 12 volt fan should I need to run a fan if it struggles with the heat. But I think it'll be alright, because I've never had any problems with that one, so fingers crossed. But like I said, this one's probably running a bit more brake horsepower, I think, so it might do. I don't know, we'll see. Also, just to clear it up as well, I've been asked a few times of people, that is not a servo, it's a brake booster, and that's specific to all the Cooper S cars as well. So every Cooper S that you see will have one of them. That's pretty much it for the engine. Oh, the engine has been rebuilt as well by Salvam's Mini and Metro Centre in Birmingham, I believe. The engine's that fresh, it's not even ran in yet, so I need to make sure I don't take the car over 3,000 revs when I start driving it, run that in, and then I need to take it back for another dyno to get those carbs tuned up and stuff. But I think that'll make a pretty good video actually. But yeah, I think those wing mirrors are standard for a Cooper S, I'm not quite sure, but all the fundamentals of the car are actually there, which I wanted. So moving on to the inside. Oh, the paintwork on this car as well is absolutely unbelievable. It does need a clean because it pissed it down when it was on the trailer coming from York. Interior wise, it's had a full Newton Commercials interior, it's had new carpets, it's had new door cards, it's had new seat covers, new foams and swabs, and the seat frames as well. If I can lift that up, there we go. The seat frames as well have been powder coated satin black, which I think is really nice. I'm going to push that forward. Also, bench seat is brand new covers on it and stuff. However, the headliner does need a little bit of attention because it's still the original one, so I'm probably going to change that at some point. Again, that's all future videos I can do with it, but I'm not getting stuck into this one until my van's finished, because I don't want my van just to get left as a abandoned project. What I'll do is I'll jump in and I'll show you a couple of the features inside of the cab as well, which I think is really nice. So a few of my favourite things are these seat belts. It's like something you have on an aeroplane. Absolutely mint them. I don't think they're original, I'm not quite sure, but obviously you've got all those as well, and you've got like a little neat thing that fits onto the floor, which is cool. All the door bins as well are trimmed in the original kind of pattern stuff from Newton Commercials. So Newton Commercials carpet, as you can tell, it's absolutely crap, but I believe there's a couple of things I can do with that to try and get it to come over a little bit more, or if not, I'll just get a new carpet made for it somewhere else. I'll speak with Andy at Optimise. Another thing I love about this car is, like, look how basic it is. Like, things are just screwed together. As well, I've still got like little protectors on the bottom as well, because it's literally freshly restored, this car. It's mint. Coming on to dashboard, obviously rev counter, which is going to be really cool. And I know that I'm not going to be able to take it over 3,000 revs for the first few hundred miles until I get that engine broken. I spoke to Paul Jeffries about that, and he's told me a few tips for kind of running it in and stuff. Switches, one of those switches actually broke off, so I need to get a new one of them. So I'll have a look on mini spares and stuff, but I'm not going to get too involved with this. Like I say, I'm going to get the van finished first. heater, Mk1 heater. That probably doesn't work, it's probably rubbish anyway, but it is what it is, it should be that. What else? Oh, this rear view mirror as well. It's actually a genuine Lucas one, and I believe they're something like 300 quid, which is absolutely crazy. Look at that. Okay, you can turn like the dazzle on it on that bottom. That's mint, that. Little things excite me. These as well, like, if anyone's got a Mk1, these are so bad. I mean, it's literally like a piece of paper and that's it. But one thing that is cool though, they do that. That's cool. As you can see, that headliner, I did mention it, it's knackered. It does want swapping, but everything else is pretty much done in here. But I don't think it's that hard to do. I had a look on Newton Commercial as well, and they still supply the original kind of pattern as well. Steering wheel, that's not the original steering wheel. I don't know what steering wheel it is. Someone asked me the other day. It's got like some little badge there. Not sure what it is, but I'm sure someone will be able to tell me what that is in the future. The horn needs fixing as well. Oh, it's a bit intermittent. It needs a spring in it. If not, I'll just buy a complete centre section off eBay. I'm watching one at the minute. They're not cheap, them bad boys either. And that, ladies and gentlemen, I think is pretty much it for the interior. Oh, that's another one of my favourites. Like that chrome handle, super cool. Oh, it's got that mad like gear linkage thing in it as well, because it's got like a big bulge. I can't remember what the gearbox is called. Is it a remote change? Not 100% sure. Yeah, my mind's gone. Paul Jeffries told me what it is. Right, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty much it. I don't really know what else to tell you, apart from giving you a walk around of it and stuff. But if anyone's got any questions, please do get in the comments, and I'll get back to people and try and do videos on it if people want to see more of it. It's also going to get obviously the same clutch system which is on my van, but I'm probably not going to get it adapted this year, to be perfectly honest with you, because I've just not got time to drive it. I mean, because like I said, I'm busy with trying to get that van sorted out. I'm busy with work. All the shows are cancelled this year anyway, so what I'd sooner do is take my time with it, get the car absolutely perfect, get it adapted, and I can enjoy it straight away, rather than getting it adapted then messing around with it in the future. So yeah, this is probably going to be this winter's kind of project, tidying little things up. Like it's a lot of little minor stuff, like a switch just needs changing, horn wants looking at, carpets want addressing, and that's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed this little video, and I shall see you in another video. Hopefully I'll try and get one up in another couple of weeks or something like that on the van. There's not much left to do on the van now. There's a little bit of wiring that needs doing, heater needs putting in, interior's in. Unfortunately I've lost the interior footage. I did try to edit that before, and the memory card is not reading on my laptop, so I've lost that. But I'll probably do another video on the van anyway, I'm not going to keep you guys too long. I've waffled on enough. So as always, thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed seeing this new Mini, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well, because I think I'm nearly like 2,000 subscribers now, which is pretty mad. So right, take care guys, and I shall see you in the next one. Be seeing you.